Good evening and welcome back to AER Memories of Old. I'm Modi Apparandus. I normally don't do an intro on these kind of things. I'm usually launching into the next thing or media res, that kind of thing. And that's what I try to do with these videos. But unfortunately, this time around, we had another problem recording this. I missed a bunch of footage once again. And this is kind of game where you can't really, it's not that long of a game, I feel like. So missing a big chunk of footage is going to be noticeable. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I can say, oh yeah, this is what happened. It didn't feel like that this time around because I explored like the entire map off camera, and then it's like, oh, I should be recording this, and I wasn't. So yeah, I didn't get any of it. And then I bounced back in, and it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right just bouncing back in after exploring everything in the world here. All this mysteries and that kind of thing. So I've once again, second time this series, start over from scratch, played up until the point my last episode stops at, and then continued on as you're seeing right now. So that's where we're at right now. This is the third game. Any game that hasn't have like a chapter feature or multiple saves or something like that is gonna be subject to this happening, unfortunately. So yeah, it happens, but we're back and we just got the first temple on our pilgrimage. And we also picked up, because I had to go through everything just now, just to recap what everything that's happened. We got our first temple. We are continuing on our pilgrimage right now. I want to go back and talk to Dana, D-A-I-N-A, Dana, I want to say. And we're going to talk to her to find out where the next location might be. And we also, on our own exploration, we came over to this eastern spot here. And that's where we found the Garden of Ilfa, I believe it was called. And we met a stag there who gave us a key, which they said to use a little bit to the east and a little bit to the north. I don't know if that's where we're headed next. I didn't want to jump into that one right away until we find out for sure. So let's talk to Dana here quick. Welcome back, Hawk. I hope your travels are easy on you. Erin's over her head and ears with joy that a real bird shifter came to visit. To the point where I'm a bit worried that she'll run off somewhere on one of her expeditions. Once in the north, we stopped for a short rest by the hot springs. She was gone in a heartbeat. We looked all over. The storm of the Howling Peaks was less intense back then, but it was still very cold. We found a cave nearby and went on in to see if she had gone there. She has a certain affinity for hidden places. As it turns out, the spirit bear of the north had recently moved in there. Aaron sat on his back, talking about everything between the sun and moon. I should be proud or worried? Well, I always ran away at her age, so who am I to judge? I'm getting all nostalgic here. Pilgrimage, let's see. So the next step is usually the archives, Temple of the East. Ancients built monuments in the cities, more so than in the west and north. John had been there frequently, I know. It said that the signs of the Great Divide were early spotted in the east. Much of the ruin has been reclaimed by the land, but just continue the eastern steps. It should be too hard to find. Okay, so that's our next location for the pilgrimage. Let's talk to John, was it? Hello, Ak. If you're looking for Medvin, he's in the cave here in the village, probably studying some tablets. Well, what a story. Maybe about how I met Dana? No? One day I followed a honey-colored doe across this island in the east, and most beautiful doe I've ever seen. Suddenly, I came up to a bird shrine. There she was, standing next to it. She smiled at me, and my heart was hers. Dana, not the doe, dummy. It was the first time I visited the land of gods. I was chosen to take care of its lands, while she was to inherit the duties for Kara's shrine. Pity that the shrine caved in. From what Dana said, it might not be possible to rebuild it. I'll try at least. Anyhow, where are you off to now? So you did visit Ilfa's grove after all, and Ilfa was there, still there. More of these black rocks, you say? I used to watch the east more closely earlier. Something stirred the animals, and it seemed we now might have a clue as to what. Good work, Hawk. I will have to go visit Lifla, that's what it was, and introduce myself soon enough, but later, I think. Together with Aaron and Dana. Yeah. So he sent us over there originally. That's why I went that direction originally. And it looks like we can also chase down a secondary lead heading to the north, looking for the Howling Peaks, I think it was called. And we can visit a bear spirit. It's similar to the stag that we found. What do you have to say, Aaron? All those clouds. I wish I were one of them. Sailing off and away, riding in the winds. I would go to the end of the world, the north and the east and the west, and find all the secrets of the ancients. There's even a city in the east, did you know that? The ruins of Owen. If I could, I'd explore all day. So the ruins of Owen is in the east. A city. She's sending us to archives in the east, eastern steppes, and also the north, and he's sending us to anywhere?
Yo.
He wants to go take a look at the eastern islands. But who's going to play the Aaron otherwise? Or see if the shrine can be rebuilt, I guess. Alright, so east seems to be the name of the game here. Also the Howling Peaks, they can wait till later. We'll head on up there in a later episode. Today, we'll go east. This is west, though. Turn it around. Oh, it'll just crash. Just do a bird crash. Due east. Okay, we'll just go due east for now. Quickly, though. Get a little bit of speed behind us. There we go. Look for those jet streams, too. I found that those really boost us forward if we can find them going the right direction. Oh, we have actually a light ahead of where we need to go, I think. Possibly? Well, this looks like Lifla's Grove, actually. Oh, you know what we didn't do is talk to Medvin. He was in the city there somewhere. We missed him, though. Oh, that was this. That's what's showing us there on the map? Okay. Alright, that's not where we need to go. We need to go east of here and a little bit north. It's where we use the key, it says. Now, given that John didn't have anything extra for us today, I'm thinking that we needed to go here to get that key as part of what we're doing here at the Ruins of Owen. So we're due east of the... This is not where the key is used, I'm fairly certain. But this is the Ruins of Owen. Some interesting stuff we're seeing here. Little, like, pipe. So this is where they're saying there's actual cities built. Or were, anyways. That cloud there looks like a gorilla punching up in the air like you're doing an uppercut. Just go fly around and look at clouds and figure out what they make. But that one's definitely like Donkey Kong doing an uppercut with a very tiny hand, actually. His hand's kind of small there. That's what I see anyways. What do we have here? The clans of the south were proud people. Even now, before the threat of so-called God King Kuroko, they will not bow. Before the cities of Urza and Owen were built, many of the shifters chose deer as their spirit animal to protect her. But slowly their spirits succumbed to sadness and they blamed the gods for the darkness of the world. The darkness invaded their hearts and spread further. If this is true, then so is the opposite, existence of light, and there is hope. I am Kishar of the Eastern Islands, the first shifter in 10 generations. My spirit animal chose me, and I will not fight. I will travel north to the monastery to join the other priests. What did he choose as his animal, though? It just says the spirit animal chose him, and he will not fight. But what was the spirit animal? And not a deer. And also, it seemed like he had a little disdain for the deer people, the deer shifters, for whatever reason. So I believe, from what I've understood of the shifters, is they take on the spirit animal they choose based on what they've encountered first, I guess. Oh, so this is the actual city. Okay, yeah, this is totally a built-up city. I don't know what I was expecting, but it is definitely built up here. To Goryan of the Storm Islands from his son Tazu, father. It is with sorrow that I must tell you of the loss of the Snow Crane Library. The palace guard of the city of Owen came in the night, carrying weapons and shouting the name of their king, Kuroku. Oh, Kuroku's a bad dude, by the way. You just assume God King makes you a bad dude. They destroyed and burned the houses and scrolls alike, would have burned us too, had we not been able to escape. We watched from a safe distance, keeping close a few precious scrolls we had saved. We will journey to the monastery in the northwest to place the scrolls in its safety. I trust that it's not too far away. It's too far away for Kuroku's wrath and too poor to excite his greed. The spirit crane will lead us until the snow line and then return home south with my letter to you. I hope he finds you well. Did he though? We don't know. So the snow crane should be here. One of the spirit animals. We can't glean anything from that. Hello there. What are you doing today? You're not one of the spirit ones, are you? You're just a regular one. Fair enough. Hey, that's your with it. You know what? Not everything has to be a spirit animal. What is that? We're finding like fossils of animals here. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if this is what would happen to the deer if we had left it longer. Or maybe it's just a statue. It could just be like one of these. It could just be a statue. Doesn't look like a statue though. Looks like he was alive. The way it fell to the ground looks like he was collapsed, not like carved. Okay, so this is a respawn point. Okay. By royal decree of God King Kuroku, King of kings and God of gods, all must bow to him, the only God. His and his alone are the lands of the east and lands of the gods. Bend the knee and be spared. Resist and see the last of your days. Such is the will of God King Kuroku now and forever. Written in the 10th year of the Heron in his great city of Owen. So, okay, I'm trying to figure out if the God King happened before the Cataclysm or after. I originally thought it was happening after the Cataclysm because it would allow him to kind of like take advantage of lack of favor with the gods that would obviously be going on, especially if something terrible like this happened and destroyed all the lands. That of course there'd be people angry and looking for new answers. And that's where someone like a God King, anybody that wants to call them a God, self a God King, could move in. But I don't know, it's equally likely because, I mean, if... Oh, wow. There's black rocks again, killing everything. Okay. This is the back way we came, okay. Well, it looks like there's a little spot down below there, maybe. So, yeah, I was thinking maybe the God King gaining favor is what caused the Cataclysm? Loss of faith in other gods, maybe? Other spirits? But then again, I don't know, each is equally likely with me right now. I thought based on the way we're reading the text before that it was after. That Kuroku happened after this Cataclysm. But I mean, if he's calling this his great city, like it's a dump. This is not a great city right now. Sorry to say. I'm sure it was at one time, but no more. Is this where we were before? Oh, that's missed our mark there. It's the ruins of Owen. Well, this might not be where we need to be either. We could keep going north, I think, and get to where we need to go. This was nothing. Okay. Still nothing. All right. Well, let's go north from here. Because if it's not apparent what we need to do here, maybe we don't know yet. So we know east and a little bit north is what the thing said. There's islands leading us that way. So So this looks like a sea serpent, this one here. This one, now I'm getting closer, just kind of looks like a tendril hanging out there. Maybe a robotic arm or something like that. Like you'd see like making a vehicle in a... Here's Eastern Steps. This is definitely where we need to be. And also these brown rocks are everywhere still too. Just keep our eyes peeled for something we can do here. Well, there's an interesting building over there. Should we check it out? I think we have to. Alright, so this is a thing. Home of thousands, we built this shrine to stand beacon and home to the birds of these lands, much as birds did for us in ancient days. They have been our friends since forever. They scouted the land and settled in places of soil which could sustain us. When we were still the tribes in the wilds, that we traveled with the birds as they moved. We trusted them to mark the moment of change. They taught us to be nomads and shaped us to what we became. So bird shifters, I'm guessing, is very rare based on what they saw, what the Aaron saw. Now, given that the world here is like all like sky and clouds here, you don't think that like a stag would be a good choice as far as shifting, because you're pretty limited as far as where you can go with that. Whereas a bird would make the obvious choice here. Bird's like the only viable option right now. This doesn't seem like anything over here, but the protector that my father and his father before him asked guidance of, that was before the God King protected us. Okay, so this... Huh. So they're looking at a statue before it was ruined here, I'm thinking. So that makes the God King before the Cataclysm. Let's get up there. Not like that. Otherwise we go to the next thing over there, which is definitely a city. Oh, definitely a city. Okay, there's a thing. Okay, we found a thing. Oh, missed it by that much. Okay, so yeah, this symbol matches what the stag gave us at the other temple, or at the other shrine, when we met him and saved him. So we did need to go get him then first, to get the key from him to open this up. And I'm guessing we need to go to each of the other spirit animals then to get a key from them maybe at some point. Oh, this is some Game of Thrones stuff now. This is like the intro to Game of Thrones with all the gear spinning gears. I think it's a reference I make a lot on this channel, actually. It totally is though. Come on. People will say, "Oh, there he goes again with this Game of Thrones opening credit stuff." It fits, okay? I can't help that. If it fits, it fits. All right, so where are we? Saving, we're not going to get an intro placard popping up. Oh, this is certainly looking like the God King's home. I mean, look at that statue. You do not build that for yourself unless you think yourself a God King. Why'd you build your knees that big, though? I mean, but seriously. Looks like he had some soldiers on each side of him, maybe? This is like a half a soldier and a whole soldier. Maybe there's another half a soldier over here. Maybe. What's this one? But that's definitely, I can't fly up there to see it, clearly. But this is definitely his doing, this place. I don't know if I should be in here or not. This doesn't seem like a spot I want to make a pilgrimage, right? There's nothing very spiritual about this spot. Unless it was built on top of ruins for something else. You know, okay. All right, yeah. What if they built their city? Their city to stand as a testament to the God King. They built their city right on top of a shrine that we were making pilgrimage to. Oh my god. Well, that's not activated yet. Well, okay, we've fallen in a bit of luck here, it looks like. Because we found that it actually is activated. Okay. We got like a vault door there? Alright. But this one here is not activated. This certainly looks like a big vault. I mean, look at the hinges on there. This is a gigantic vault with 3 locks on it. Okay. So okay, let's figure out where it was leading us a second ago here. And the best way is probably just to follow along the path it gives us, and not miss any jumps. It's important. Okay. So we're powering up machinery here almost. See, there's nothing that seems spiritual. Why would the Light of Kara do these things? That doesn't make sense, right? That the lantern would be used to power up a city that seems like a monument to a god king. How odd. Well, if the lantern works on these things, then the lantern must predate the building of this. Unless it's not as connected as I think it is. But like, why would you have a system down here where you have to get like the engineer to have the Light of Kara to get it running again? I mean, that's gonna. I guess you can charge some serious overtime with that. I'm pretty sure. If you're the patron for the Light of Kara, and which also never happens. Hasn't happened to anybody in centuries. Possibly, from what we're hearing here from before. An elevator? So everybody needs the lantern in order to activate the elevator? Is it an elevator that only one person can use? I don't know. This whole lantern thing was bugging me. Why is this a thing? Or is it just because it's a regular lantern and other people could do it? It's nothing to do with that. It's a blessed sacred object that we saw before. This is just works because it's one of the things that works. Okay, down. So it's a back one here. Okay. So this is a speed puzzle here. So we pull this one down. Then we pull this one down. Then we gotta run over there really quick and try to get through it. Go, 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 go. Oh, not quite. Almost. All right. Well, actually, you know what I want to do? I want to do the back one first. And then do the front one second. Because the front one needs to be lower. I can jump from the front one to the back one here. But I don't know if we get up onto it. So we gotta get the front one down first, low enough we can jump on it. Then we can jump on the back one. And we mod it. We got it. Nice. Alright. Where did we get? I don't know. What we got there. It felt like forward progress. The feast in honor of only God Kuroku. Forever is his reign, king of kings, and soon ruler of the known world. Okay, so he is a Xerxes type, ruler. And I guess there's been many rulers in history that have been proclaiming themselves as deities. . 'Cause I think there's been many rulers in history that have been proclaiming themselves as deities. 'Cause I think there's been many rulers in history that have been proclaiming themselves as deities. 'Cause I think there's been many rulers in history that have been proclaiming themselves as deities. I would say it's not an uncommon trope. I mean, is it really a trope of its history though? Does history have tropes, or does it just have things that are common occurrences? It's hard to say. It feels reductive to call it tropes. Should we remove the old scrolls before we start up the drill? Nah, just draw it through them. It's cool. Should I be down here right now? Oh, yeah, I guess I should be. I hate getting in a spot where I'm downwards where I shouldn't be, because then I gotta figure out a way to get back up, and if I'm wrong, and sometimes that could be a challenge. That's 2 out of 3. All right. Oh, it's red. Should be red. I mean, I guess it is red, so it doesn't matter what it should be. Oh, here we got another one right away. Cool. Or is this just for the door? Okay, it's for the small gates. So yeah, I'm starting to think God King then Cataclysm. I mean, I've been playing this over a course of a week now, so I've been forgetting little things along the way. If you're watching it back to back to back, you're like probably screaming at the screen that I've got the timeline all wrong or something like that. But apologies if it was pretty much apparent before. Okay. I feel like we've gone in a big circle now. But not done what we need to do yet. The dreams of the people are calm again. I hope this whole ordeal with the king is nothing more than an old man worrying about nothing. I thought we had done this one right here already, but I guess we have not. I'm glad I came down. From above, it looked like we've done this one already. No, this is something else. Okay. Oh, we got motion now. All right. Yeah, okay. This is pretty cool. Oh god, gotta wait for the timing on that one. I thought maybe it would be. Come on, really? Oh, I hate that so much. I hate that so much. Why can't we fly? Why can't we fly indoors? I mean, the meta reason is that it's too easy. I don't know what the actual gameplay reason is, or the actual like story reason is. Meta game reason is that it's just too easy. Got it. Nice. And now it's nice and easy. Okay, good. All right. So, is that gonna activate our last door? Oh, it activated that, which will activate the next door, I think, maybe? We gotta jump back onto this then. And work our way over there. Now that this is running here, it wasn't running before. This is raising up and down. Let's go wait for our moment and jump for it. And same thing here, jump for it. Okay. And that is the blue one. And that is our gate opened then. All right, we'll go check that out then. And we just gotta find our way back down there now. Maybe easier, maybe easier than I think it is. Oh, we got another scroll here. Laid out for everyone to read. Conveniently. It's a gigantic scrolls too. How big were these people? When the creator made the humans, the keeper of dreams came forward and stood guard. He saw the link between the great dreamer and eternity. Sometimes fear and nightmares were born into the world, and when snatched up by human thought, they turned into horrible realities. So he prepared powerful songs of time and peace, stories to lead the nightmares astray. He trapped them in eternal scrolls and stored them away. Horrible stories never to come true, stored and forgotten in his halls of sleep. Interesting. Ooh, almost fell down there for no reason. Well, I think we want to go down there though, right? Yes, we do. Well, I don't know what we're going to find here. Let's find out. Who knows? Something cool, I hope. Maybe the next stop on our pilgrimage? Looking likely for that. What do we have? Yeah, like a whole new city rolling up there. So, the time has come, finally. Then this marks the time for the Keeper of Dreams to wake from this daydream and to resign. How could I protect your people from the nightmares that lurk within their dreams as you cease to believe in me? I doubt you will overcome the shadow that lurks in your world, little human. There is a shadow in every human as well. The shadow is called emptiness. That cannot be filled with power or possessions. Shallow minds led the way for the void to come into existence, eating everything away. The creator had to sacrifice himself to lock away the ravenous void, and the lands and skies were shattered in the great divide. Heed my word, little human. Will you be able to find the last fragment before the void does? For myself, I claim the deep sleep and leave my concerns to you. I am free. So that's the great creator. Oh, we got the third fragment. Okay. He's just like a giant scroll. That's cool. All right. Oh, more of this. And what is this thing? Coming to the light. Oh boy. So that's the void. Personified somehow. Is it? Perhaps? All right, we made it back to the front. And now we are, once again, options open. We could head north to the Howling Peaks and do the one thing they mentioned. I don't remember where else they were mentioning. Maybe we just head back home. Back to the settlement and talk there for a minute. Probably would make the most sense to do that and get our next spot for the pilgrimage given to us. And then we can decide where we want to go. So let's head back to the settlement.